Okay, hello everybody. So I'm going to show you how to use pen tools, okay, in this video on FontLab, right? So when you open the FontLab, right, you will see this window first, right? The first thing that you have to do is, of course, give it a name, right? The family name of your typeface here, yay! Here, okay. I'm going to name it TLK here, or 2. Yeah, I think I already, create one. Okay, the grip set is basically the grip or the character that you're going to create right now. In this particular project, we will only select Latin simple, right? And then there's a feature here, okay, called open fonts file and open install fonts. If you want to open existing font on your computer and check it out about the dimensions and other thing, okay, you can do this also, but we're going to create new things. So let's just create new fonts here. Just hit the blue button, create new fonts. Boom. Next, what you have to do is you select the character that you want to create it here. I mean, okay, you might not design everything here. It's pretty a lot, okay. So what you have to do is, okay, just select this character that you like, okay, and then hold down shift, all right, and select the last character that you like. Okay, for me, I will select some quotation mark, okay, dollar signs, euro percentage, ampersand, parentheses. Okay. Macron, right. Just select it. Just hit enter. When you hit enter, it will select only the character that you will work on, okay? Other will be deleted from your working space, right? So here's the thing, okay, right now you're still able to see other character here, right? But you can see that the character that you will work on, right, turn into gray color or dark blue color here. So it indicate that this is the color, the character that you're going to work on, okay? So if you save this font, save it, okay, it will generate VFC files, okay? This is a FontLab file that you can edit everything, all right? So you save it. And next time when you open it, okay, you will not see those characters that you already, you're not going to use in your files, okay. This is Sketchboard, where it is the place where you could, just sketch your work and everything here. It's not mandatory to work on Sketchboard, right? But of course, if you want to, okay, you can sketch your work here as well, okay. Just go to File, open the one that you already, you can open install fonts here as well, right, if you want to, right, or just open fonts, okay, and select the one that you already work on, okay. In this case it's TLK2. Open it. As you can see, it's only contain the character that you select here, right? Okay, now let's dive into some of the tools bar, okay. On the left side here, you can see that there's a lot of tools bar, right? There's a arrows, white arrow, black arrow as well. These are, typical tools that you might already seen in AI, right? Or in Photoshops as well, right? Pen bucket, magnet tools. So today we're going to work on geometric form here, rectangles, ellipse, rapid tools, okay, here, and also pen tools, okay. So let's say if you already have a letter forms or something, okay, that you want to trace it on FontLab, right? What you have to do is you double click on the inside the grid here, okay, in FontLab here, and you go to Files, right, and select Import here, and select artwork, sorry. Go to Files, right, Import, right, artwork, and select the character or the letter that you already drawn. This is belong to other designer, okay. So I'm going to put the name of the designer in the video because this is for educational purpose only, okay. It's not for commercials. So thank you very much to the designer who draw these amazing black characters, black letters. Okay, for instance, okay, I'm going to draw a B, okay. go to files, okay, import, okay, and go to artwork here. Select B. As you can see here, the character kind of like very small, right? So what you have to do is, of course, resize it, okay? You can do it by using shortcut, like if you use Mac, okay, just hit Command T, okay? But if you use PC, just hit Control T, like this, and then you enlarge the size of the character, like this. Make sure it's, it's sit on the baseline. Sit on the baseline, and since it's a capital letter, make sure that the upper part kind of like meet with cap line, all right? You can check it out by just look at, I'm going to zoom in, okay? C is cap height, okay? A is center line, okay? X is X height, okay? B is baseline. D is that center line. So make sure that the character kind of like sit on baseline at 0 here. And the upper part kind of like meet with the C right here. Okay, something like this. So next thing that sometimes you can see that there's some missing guideline here. You can drag and drop a guideline by from the rulers here, like this. The same thing as in Illustrator, am I correct? Drag and drop it here, okay? So now you have a basic guideline here. You have a picture. You might notice that the side bearing kind of like goes over the letter form like this, okay? Try to avoid that, because if the side bearing is like this, right, the character will overlap when you type it, okay? So you could also, change the side, move the side bearing just a little bit, okay? Make sure there's some space between the side bearing and the characters, okay? Move it. Right. Next thing that you have to do is select pen tool, hit P on your keyboard, right? Or just select pen tools in the tools bar here. All right, it's here. And then you start to draw the character. Okay, it is the same as Illustrator, so that's going to have like a Bezier curve. At first, you might not have to mind too much about whether the character forms or the outline of the character is refined or not. You can adjust it later, right? Just make sure you get the basic structure first, right? You can adjust it later. Like this. And we're going to delete the picture of the character later. Make sure it's a closed outline, all right? Close it. And as you can see that when the outline is closed, it changes its color into gray. Next, we have to create like a counter inside the B character, right? So, okay. When you're going to draw a counter, if you draw it counterclockwise, then it's going to disappear, right? If you want to make sure that there's a counter inside of your character, you have to draw it clockwise. Sorry. Do it like this. Something like this. Okay. Now, if you hit spacebar like this, right, you will see the outline of your characters here, right? Now it's the time to delete the pictures. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. What happened? Oh, sorry. Okay. Now just delete the picture. Just select on the picture and hit delete. And then you will only have the character. As you can see, it's not refined. Then what you have to do next, you have many choices, okay? First, you might simplify it, okay? Select all the characters, go to contours, select simplify. Let's see, okay, what it's going to look like. If it's not another cool things is harmonize it. Okay, is it better? Okay, it's not better. Then you can also, use the white arrow here. It's called contour. Okay, or hit A on your keyboard and adjust each of the element by just moving it around. Okay, make it more rounder, make it smoother, adjust the Bezier curve little by little, right, until it's perfect. All right. So, okay, another advice, right, about the clockwise, when you draw the character clockwise or counterclockwise, those kinds of problem. Okay, apart from using pen tools, okay, you can also, if you work on a geometric sand, for instance, okay, you can also use this kind of like simplified to geometric shapes here to create letter form as well. Can you see circle and rectangle here? You can hit an O or hit an O and I, right? O and I to create the letter form here. Okay, I'm going to create an O. So if you want to create a letter form, okay, you start dragging it from the border that you want, right? You drag it from the outline, okay, something like this, right? Okay, I'm going to hit spacebar here. As you can see, there's some error occur, okay, which is what? Okay, the counter kind of like missing, right? Because it's not clockwise. It hasn't been drawn clockwise, right? So we have to fix it by select the contour A, okay, or the white arrow there, okay. Just hit A, or just select the white, arrow over there. Select one of the points, okay, inside the counters. Right click it, right, and select reverse contour here. Now it's here, right? Or you can also do the same things, okay, by select contours and reverse contour here, all right? And you move it around. You're going to change the distance between each of the grids. That is pretty easy, right? Like this. It depends on you, okay? But this is how to fix the problem, all right? So another thing is, okay, let's say we're going to like create a B or something like this, okay? Basically, you can also use the rectangle tools, okay, or hit an I and just draw a stem here on the left to create a B, lowercase b. But it's going to be a problem if you have like overlaps part here, right, between the characters. So what you have to do is, select everything, go to contour, remove overlaps here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can see the command here. Elements. Oh, sorry, no, contour. Go to remove overlaps, and now we have a perfect shape of B, like this. Yeah, that is pretty easy, right? So this is, the easiest way to kind of like draw the character form. Another tool that I would like to introduce to you is this one. It's called, what is called? Rapid, right? Basically, if you want to kind of like rapidly draw something quickly or something like this, okay, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to kind of like adjust the character later. You want to create a curve, basically, okay? You might draw like a, pointy lines like this, okay? And then you double click on the point here. As you can see here, it changed into a curve. That is pretty awesome, right? And you adjust the lines and everything, the points. You can add up more points here as well if you want to. Adjust it by using A and just move it around, something like this. Yeah, so basically that is the main tool that you need, okay, to create character in FontLab. Thank you very much for listening.